high. Update number 10. The Slayer is now at 88 and a half. It would be probably a bit higher, but I leveled a bit of another character on Thursday. I'm gonna show you in a second. But yeah, so still using the shit bow. I am trying to craft another bow. An Elder Thicket bow. It's one item level of the ideal. At 82 you could get like choose another projectile, like you know, just +1 projectile, and at 83 you would get a prefix. Okay, I'll just show you. I will just show you. Okay. So here, so we're at POEDP, and the mods. So what you can do is just go to POEDP mods, and then here 200 weapons and bows. Okay, and now you can see all the mods here, right? So I'm trying to craft a +2 bow, +1, and then on top of that a mod that is only obtainable through a Terrated fossil. So just more attack modifiers, favorite caster, right? So it doesn't really do much when it comes to, you know, the fever caster mods. But what it does, it allows this mod to spawn, which is so that attacks deal 20% more damage. That's just 20% more multiply, right? Okay, so now that we have the more attack modifiers, you see that there's a lot of mods that we don't want. We don't want any of this shit. Only these two. So we're just gonna start removing these. So we have a Corrode, no elemental modifiers. Boom, removes quite a bit of that shit. Then metallic. And now we have this +1 all gems, we have +1 and +2 bow, and then we have added chaos, which is only at item level 83. So the 82 would allow us to get a Elder mod here, which is 82. Both attacks fire an additional arrow. So that's +1 projectile for the arrows, right? So we're just crafting this with 3 mod. If I had access to crafting with 4 mods, I think I would also use Jagged. I think. Not sure though. Like, there's some other shit, but I think the 3 is just fine. So there's a lot of suffixes that we can get that are just fine. Like, of course, the attack speed, but I can always remove the suffixes, so that's never really an issue. And then I can just multi-mod attack speed and resist or attack speed and crit chance if I end up going crit. But the few things we could use is either of these. Well, if going crit, this would be really nice. Chance to blind is also good. You have a cooling strike. I know I'm in the way, but you can see when I click it. Obviously the extra arrow, but that's 82. Some projectile attack damage per accuracy. That's not the greatest, but it's useful. So that's what I'm basically doing with my stay right now, just farming Elder. I'm trying to spawn a, you know, farm some red Elder. Hope to get a whatever the fuck what this called again? Yoke. So my elemental damage gets shock. So then my cold elemental hit would also be able to shock. Other than that, I farmed Hound Mansion, this map here, for a Chinsoul, and I 6-linked the Chinsoul in like 500 fusings, I think. That was pretty lucky. Other than that, I also crafted a... I think I got this on the first one, so this was literally just Pristine, which is more life modifiers, and Frigid, which is more cold modifiers for the nearby enemies, minus resist, right? My Del progression, I haven't really gone further. And I don't know if I wanna push too much with this character. Right now I'm just like trying to farm. Probably gonna do like all of this and then farm. I don't know exactly what level I should farm, but like some lower levels for fossils. Because I really wanna craft the bow. I really wanna get the bow. Speaking of mines, there was this change the cost of sulphides. I don't really know. I can't really say much yet. I haven't been doing much, but like for me, while just like normally mapping and trying to push elder bonds, it doesn't feel too bad. But of course, there's people who really just don't give a fuck about mapping and they want to delve. So them, it's probably for them probably just needing to map feels pretty bad, I think. But yeah. So apart from that, I leveled a Pathfinder on Thursday. Thursday was like a crazy good lab day. So I was just like, I'm probably gonna end up making a Pathfinder at some point to push delves like really deep. I talked about it in like the very first videos of the league, or before the league actually, that Pathfinder is probably gonna be strong. And the chest that the Pathfinder will be using is of course gonna be a lightning call. And well, I also linked a lightning call yesterday. I think this was like 100 fusings or something like that. Basically, these colors are now Blade Vortex. It didn't take too much to color this because you can use the Vortici. So what I did is at least 3 blue sockets, and from then on I did 3 socket, 4 sockets, so 13 jewelers in attempt until I got the last blue, and then I just did 6 socket and hoped to get these colors, but obviously I got 2 red. Then I went back to 5, and then I tried again with 6 sockets, and I think I hit red 2 times. So that ended up costing me quite a few jewelers, because it's 350 jewelers to attempt for the last color. But it didn't really matter because we just 6-linked it immediately after. I've actually now found 2 comms routes, which is crazy because normally, like in the past, like I don't know, 5 leagues or something like that, I think I've found once. So for me, this is like crazy. I like it because this character eventually is probably gonna be using comms routes, and then the Pathfinder that I want to talk about soon is probably gonna use comms routes, I think. Yeah. I'm leveling a Blade Vortex, I think at least to like 19 for the Pathfinder. If I get Poet's Pen, 2 actually, I think I'm not gonna do like 1 Poet's Pen, but if I get 2, I'm considering doing something with that. I could do something with Soul Taker, but I just really don't want to for some reason. I don't really know why. I just don't. Currently is looking pretty good. Actually found 11 Exiles now. I'm still making Chaos, so while I'm mapping, I'm just picking up amulets, rings, and belts still. Oh shit, I actually need to do some recipes. And then just, you know, after these are full, then I'll start picking up the other stuff and just keep making Chaos. Because I think that I'm gonna be needing to do a lot of this. So 6 Chaos, I can turn my T10 maps into T15, which is crazy for sustaining. Yeah, I think that's about for this character. Hopefully I can get the bow soon. The gold elemental hit. So basically I'm using the cannot get lightning mod or the cold ride. Sorry, the fire one. So I'm only doing cold damage. I mean, my skill tree is kind of basic, I guess. I am considering going elemental overload if I get some good gear and everything. We'll see how it goes. There's also potential to going MOM, but I don't know. I really like being blood magic. Oh, and one thing which is kind of cool is when you're mapping, you get the like elemental equilibrium every now and then in maps, right? What I do is I just remove my cannot get lightning, right? So now it's switching between lightning and cold, and I'm getting the EE effect there. Nice. I also ring swap my Call of the Brotherhood from a random other ring. That's fine. I also considered that a bit, but I don't know how the pathing would go. Probably would have to... yeah, I haven't really considered it, but there could be something at some point. We'll see. And if I decide to really push Del with this character, I think I would respect it to a champion, because champ gets Fortify, and then you get reduced damage taken if you have taunted recently, which is really... They are really strong, because like, while the leech here, leech like Brutal Firewall, the, you know, I keep leeching through my... Even though if my life gets full, right? But eventually you're just gonna get one shot, and the leech doesn't really help there, right? So champion gets a lot of damage mitigation, which means that you can get further. You also get a lot of more damage in a champion. You get basically you get Resolute Technique without the downside, which means that you can go Overload. And with that setup, I would go through the middle, and then I could even consider using taking a EE and to remove the cannot choose lightning, and then switch between the two, right? Because I have what, 66% chance to freeze right now. You could argue that I don't need this and then just take these nodes, but I kind of like the extra chance to freeze. It's really nice when delving, and well, in mapping in general. Yeah, I think, oh yeah, so eventually I think in level or 2, I'm probably gonna respec some of like life no cycle, like 5%, 5%, another 5% there, and I'm just gonna respec here to get Revenge of the Hunt. That's a bit less life, but it allows me to get Forces of Nature, and these are like crazy damage nodes, right? Yeah, enough about that guy. Let's go for the Pathfinder. So I leveled this character and the Slayer both with a just Toxic Rain. All you need to level, basically, like, correct, this character has like down, this is like only invest in damage. And then of course the duration nodes here. And then, well, I did go here as well, because the endgame skill tree is gonna have this as well. For the, these are actually really good. Like, these damage are really nice. You can pass through the minion damage here, you can take that there. Extra damage as well. But yeah, so just by having a Tabula and a random Coil Rain, you can just like blast through everything with like very, very small investment in damage. It's great. And with Mirror Charger, you just shoot once and then you just run. So it's really nice. I've really enjoyed leveling Toxic Rain, and I can see myself playing Toxic Rain as a league starter, totally. Probably would use Caustic Arrow too with that. Yeah, so I did overlap at level 72 with this character. Remember the Thursday? It was a really easy day, so I was like, let's level the Pathfinder, because I might play it anyways at some point. So basically it's gonna be a full conversion, well, 90% I guess. Just get Winter Spirit and use Fuse to Lightning, and then get Overload. So it's gonna be non-crit. It's gonna have a very high chance to freeze. Well, and shock too. So I'm actually considering using Prolif as one of the links. That's why one of the links on the Lightning Coil is a blue. Otherwise this could be another red. Yeah, I can actually put up a UB really quick. Show a bit of the character, but it's basically gonna be just a very high resistance character and get as much damage, physical damage taken as elemental instead. And you see this weapon here? This can be crafted rather easily with the fossils as well. This would give like a crazy IV, like the explosion. and enough damage to clear well. Like this is with Prolif as the last link. This could be Conk effect for bossing, for example, and then the damage is a lot higher. And well, here's like this is probably gonna change a bit, but this is like the idea of the build. So you get Sapphels, not expecting to get the corruption, but it's there for the sake of, you know, theory crafting. Ideally, I would have a helm like this, but there's also yeah, this is like this helm is obtained through warbands, right? But there's also Xof's. Oh wait, that's not the name. I don't remember the name of the unique. Oh no, it's a breach. It's a breach. It's God damn it. Formless Inferno. Here. That's 8%. Has some life. And this is actually somewhat obtainable, I guess. The base isn't exactly like the unupgraded version. Is quite common, and then you just need a blessing. Obviously, I might not get it. I'm expecting to get either Formless Inferno or the one of the items from the warbands, delves, hopefully. Taste of Fate. Well, I started chanting this, but I'm not expecting to get this anytime soon. As you can see, with Chemist, I can actually reach 95 resistance, and that's without Divination Distillate. With it, you actually can hit 100, but I'm expecting that I'm gonna be not running Divination Distillate. I'm just gonna run like 3 Resist Flask, a Basalt, because I won't be able to hit 100% damage taken as Elemental, I'm pretty sure. Just the sake of having it here. But you can get 2 mods here as well on Watcher's Eye. Not gonna get it, but you know, something you could do. Trade League, for example. Right now, I just have an example of crafted gloves. You can do this it is very easy to brute force a +2. There's +2 auras, there's +2 AoE gems on gloves that you can get, and then you just get 21 purities, and boom, you're 23. But for the example of not getting them, I'm still at like, what, 93%. Would actually be a bit less, but I'm planning to craft a Elder Belt that has increased flask effect. And just to take it off, just so, it actually gives you 1 extra resist. If you have this here. I don't think when you have that, then I don't think it does. This is again, yeah, so you actually need to take this here in order to get the extra resist from your flask. But that's doable. And I don't, sure, this is a lot of movement speed and attack speed if I'm using like a shield or something like that, but I'm most likely gonna take this, I think. We'll see though. For the rest, well, Calm's Root, probably the Leech. Oh, also, I'm not sure how I would sustain the Divination Distillate. With double duration clusters and shackles of the wretch, I could self-temp change myself. And all of my things last forever. I'm pretty sure I could easily sustain the Blade Vortex while running Divination Distillate, because the duration is so long. But it remains to be seen if we can do that. In the case I get Divination, if I want to do the self-temp chains, I lose the +2, right, from the gloves. So my other options are... Okay, this is again, if I don't have this helm, is I could run Alpha's Howl for +2 auras, which then again gives me the +2 for the auras. And then there's also a corruption you can get. You can get +2 AoE and aura gems too on helms. So the end game would probably, like in Trade League, would be a +2 corrupted warband item, but I'm not gonna get that. But that's what I would like aim to if I were to do this in Trade League. Then again, you could argue that you shouldn't do this in Trade League in the first place. But yeah, I think this is probably gonna be the character that gets me the furthest in Delos, hopefully all the way to 600. But we'll see. All the gear is just like some random shit to see how my life pool is gonna be. And I think the life pool is actually pretty damn solid. Probably can even drop some life if needed, but yeah. And I can run Righteous Fire with this too. If I really wanna min-max the damage. I can I can kinda get Punitive Elements too. If I really wanted to min-max this, I would just slap it on Blood Magic. If I get the Watcher's Eye, the double Watcher's Eye, you can have physical damage taken as, you know, like from Purity of Ice, Lightning Cold, Ice, Lightning Fire, and then you could have the Purity of Elements one as well. And that way I could actually hit the 100% convert, like damage taken as elemental instead. And that would be really, really nice, but again, not holding my breath for that. But yeah. This can do boss. This definitely can do bossing. And I have like a disgustingly long duration on like wall, righteous fire and everything with this too, especially if I do the self-temp chains. So it's really interesting to see how this character turns out, but for now I think I'm gonna be playing quite a bit of the Slayer. Most likely gonna be do all the Elder fights. Still with the Necro, because it just like destroys them so fast, and I know it can do it, and I basically can just AFK. With the Slayer I probably have to somewhat pay attention to what I'm doing, especially with like the add phase in the Elder, and you need to keep Shaper alive for the Watcher's Eye to drop. But yeah, other than that, I was also on Baeclast yesterday. And I'm just gonna, instead of talking about it, I'm just gonna give you a link in the description for that. We talk about a lot of things, and I also revealed the crazy mechanic that I was been talking about in stream a couple of days. And that's basically just that once Elder Influence achieves 7+ maps, at that point Shaper Influence doesn't spawn away from the Elder Influence anymore. So what that would mean is that as long as you have high enough Elder Influence, you can brute force the stronghold spawns somewhat where you want. And you can even do this further by... I'm actually gonna just make another video explaining all of this, because there's a lot of other stuff to explain to. Probably tomorrow, I think, because I just kind of want to get to playing now, and it's already like 3:30 PM. So yeah. And also it's bugged. Shaper Strongholds can spawn away from the Elder Influence still. But the quote from a GGG dev is as follow. Alright. Once your Elder Influence is of a certain size, brackets size +7, the Shaper Influence will stop generating in random locations and only generate adjacent to the Elder Influence. But this spawned after I run a random stronghold in somewhere here, without Elder Influence being anywhere close. And that's bugged. Confirmed bug 2 from the same dev. So it will eventually get fixed. And then we can do some nice stronghold farming. Yeah, this is already way too long of an update. So yeah, I was supposed to do one yesterday, but then we got all the sulphide changes and everything like that, and it was a fucking shit show. it was a shit show. If you know, so they changed it so that the sulphide chain, like the gain difference between maps, was exponential. So if you wanted to delve past like 270, you had to do like crazy D16 maps. Quantity also affected it. So if you wanted to, God damn it, where are you? If you wanted to in any way or form just do progression like past 270, you basically had to farm like very high tier maps with very high quantity. And people were used to doing that on Quarry, which is like Bright Peak and always forget the name of the sword that gives you global attack speed. But yeah, so they changed that. And within... I slept past that patch, by the way. I didn't ever get to play with at that state. Within like 10 hours or something like that, they patched it so that instead of being exponential gain from maps like tier up, it's now just linear, which kind of means that you can run lower tier maps and still gain decent sulphide. But yeah, we talk about that in the Baeclast, so I'm just not gonna go about that. Yeah, I'll see you hopefully in less than 3 days again.